Hey, this is Garrett from Paste. We're going to try something new during this quarantine while our studio is offline. We're not able to make new videos. We're going to be doing more YouTube stuff like this. Let's plays, if you want to call them that, little previews, whatever. So this is Resident Evil 3, the new remake. I've never actually really played this game in any capacity, or a lot of Resident Evil for that matter. So let's get started.
This pandemic has spread faster than
So right
any
there, a
disease
really
on Earth.
auspicious start to be playing a game about a deadly pandemic during what is actually a deadly pandemic. Also, I'm pretty sure that news woman was the one from Elf. I don't know, she looked a lot like her.
A citywide emergency has been declared.
The CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
Okay.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the
I'm going to assume this is all new, that this isn't just the same video intro to the original game that's been touched up for the remake.
It's this foundation
It looks all right.
that will continue to build a brighter future for all of us.
I don't know why you would be trying to make some sort of monster during a pandemic, but I guess corporations are evil. They're always doing stuff like that. I think. So based on the history of video games, here's a helicopter, which means one of two things. Either it's going to start trying to kill me, or else it's going to blow up at some point. Even if it's a benign helicopter, it's going to wreck, cause a lot of mayhem. And here I am waking up. In some kind of an apartment. My legs don't really want to work for some reason. So we're clearly still set in the past here, based on that TV. Unless whoever I'm playing is some sort of archaic tech fan. Maybe they keep that TV up so they can play their TurboGrafx on the original technology it was built for. It's definitely a little creepy here in my apartment with the thunder and the darkness and everything. It's cool how they had that little bit of light in the bathroom to show me where to go without making too big a deal about it. Oh, cool. And I've got a nosebleed. And it looks like an entire internal face bleed. I'm guessing this is Jill Valentine. I know the name. Not much else. Resident Evil 4 is the only one I ever really played on the GameCube. Well, 5, 6, and 7 for work. Didn't really care for any of them. Survival horror is really not my jam. Find it to be a little too arbitrarily slow. 4 is the only one I really liked. Okay. And if that's the end of the game right there, that would be a pretty impressive okay, nope. Here we go. Still alive. Very usefully wrote out worst month of my life on the calendar there to remind myself every day that September of 1998 is the worst month of my life. In actuality, September of 1998 wasn't too bad for me. I think that was the beginning of a college year for me. I would have been drinking for the first time. That was fun. Playing in a band. Playing in bands is fun. Oh, okay, so let's see here. Reading notes on the wall. It's going to be a lot of reading in this little video. I hope you all can handle that. It's always exciting to secondhand read. Okay. Extended incubations and everything. That's good. Let's Let's move on after having flipped these pages. So she's obviously an obsessed cop because she's got the whole wall with the string and the maps and the photos and everything. And I'm guessing that's a reference to the first one. I should do some research. Do we know what state Raccoon City is supposed to be in? With that name, I'm going to assume it's something... Well, they say the lower Midwest, I think, so maybe is it in Missouri? That could make sense. All right, more reading. Definitely an exciting start to any video. So we're obviously dealing with sort of the stereotypical media obsessed cop here. Not just the stuff on the wall, but we have the half-eaten pizza left over on the counter. Although it looks like that pizza was a gift from our friend Brad Vickers. I've always loved this game's commitment to having completely mundane names for its characters. Just, I mean, Leon Kennedy and Jill Valentine, yeah, those are kind of cartoon video game names, but Brad Vickers, yeah, I think I went to middle school with that guy. So back in the bathroom, hopefully I don't kill myself again here. Come on. Fumbling with the lights. Wasted water, that's really irresponsible. She's so distraught from her past and obsessed with the case that she can't even turn the faucet off. At least her skin is still unblemished. Yep, not much in the fridge. Definitely not taking good care of herself.
All right, I'm coming.
Guy is way more patient on the phone than I would have been. 4 rings, I'm out.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
Oh,
Okay,
damn.
let me grab my...
Okay, that was a very foreshadowing call by Brad. Something bad is on its way. And oh wait, immediately, here it is. Got the feeling bullets won't stop this guy. Kind of looks like it's wearing the Missy Elliott trash bag suit, but maybe with the trench coat over it. Can't really get a good look at it. This game is so dark. Even after fiddling with the settings. Alright, hobbling through a hallway. Throw that cart? I can't throw the cart. Okay. Good thing my neighbor doesn't keep their door locked. And isn't home, apparently. And just has a completely empty bookshelf. So again, I'm not sure how faithful this is to the original game, how much it resembles it. I'm going to assume it wasn't this, obviously graphically luxurious, but also I'm going to assume it didn't have the same camera point of view or control scheme. Something probably a little more appropriate for 1998, a little more possible when the game was originally made. But here we go with something that I have to assume is sort of an addition to this, is how cinematic this all feels. Not just sort of the way the pursuit is portrayed as sort of like a horror movie situation, but the fact that we already have this strong... Oh man, he just comes plowing through the walls, back into the fire. But yeah, the way you can already see out of the windows and behind you, like the city with like the all the city lights and everything, you're already getting a sense of place in this game that I feel like would not have been as easy to do on the PlayStation. Man, what a dummy. Okay, if he can come blasting through brick walls, I'm not sure why he's not able to get through there, but it's convenient for me. Here we go with the panic. Oh, and a trophy.
Over here!
Brad,
You okay?
what was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left in town.
Okay, I hate this guy.
Me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
So the longer we wait, the more screwed we are, so I'm going to very slowly start walking towards the movie theater.
One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like Arclay on steroids. Hey! Hey, wait! Down here!
Okay.
Baby dreaming. How could this many people be infected? Brad! Here they come!
Running to the pub like Shaun of the Dead. Okay. Okay, Brad's clearly gonna die. Not really sure what throwing that placard is gonna do. Oh, okay, and immediately. Yeah. Don't even have to wait to see this guy go. Thank God.
Don't think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
If my friends were as boring and stupid as that guy, I'd probably just hole up in my apartment with pizza too. Okay. So I'm gonna assume they just go ahead and outline a path for me with all the trash and burning debris and everything. Wait, I have a gun now. Oh, and here's a zombie. Okay, here's the part where you get to make fun of me for being terrible at video games. Because this guy's probably gonna... Yep. Okay, well, got him in the head, but oh, hey, he's still coming. So let's see. Oh, another headshot. Oh, and he's still... Okay, see, that's one of the problems I have with games like this. I shot that guy twice in the face, and from the very start of the game, he's already, like, shaken that off. And I know, sure, he's a zombie, he's got some kind of altered physiognomy or something that lets him resist stuff like that, but, I don't know, 2 shots to the face at the very beginning of the game should probably take care of the guy. Unless that's a bit of a narrative segment where no matter what I do, they're still gonna, you know, bite me unless I get out of there fast enough. I don't know. But survival horror games, I'm just terrible at them, even on the easiest settings, and it's just not fun for me. And it's not like I hate difficulty or a challenge. I love Dark Souls games. These are difficult in a way that doesn't always seem rational or fair to me.
Sir, are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far, I can
The
tell.
only safe place is in here!
So if I was actually completely in control of Joe Valentine, I would just climb in that truck and hang out with that guy until whatever happens. I mean, what's the point of running? I'm probably going to die. I'm sure that that massive hulking monster guy is going to come barreling through here at any point now and withstand like 50 bullets. Wait, not even 50 bullets, because you never even have 50 bullets at a time in a game like this. You always have like 4 or 7. Such limited resources. Another reason I'm not a fan of these games is that little scare tactics like that, they don't really work in a video game. I mean, jump scares like that often don't even work in... I mean, they really work in movies, but like in video games where you would think the fact that you're in control, it would have a bit more... Oh, and here I am, being terrible again. Apparently you can withstand several bites before you become a zombie in this world, and that's very, very good for me. Because I'm going to get bitten all the time, I can guarantee you that. But I was saying, yeah, jump scares, you would think in a video game they'd have more power because it's happening sort of to you, or at least your avatar. You're sort of experiencing it directly. It just feels even more hollow to me than seeing it in a movie. Here's a helicopter, maybe the helicopter that we saw at the beginning. Maybe a different one. Apparently I know them. Or at least they're just looking out for anyone like me to save. It's probably going to blow up any second now. Oh, hey. Yeah, look at that. It's like that episode of VR that I never saw, but saw advertised heavily on Thursday night. NBC, back whenever it aired. Okay, here comes the creepy man. Fortunately, here's a car. So last night I watched the Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36 between AJ Styles and The Undertaker, which was shot entirely on location, formatted shot, shown like a horror movie. I'm getting strong vibes of the Boneyard match from this. Although, as ridiculous as that match got, at no point did AJ Styles drive a car off the side of a building trying to crush The Undertaker and somehow living. So dude can take a fall, he can withstand the weight and impact of a car on top of him. And oh yeah, he can totally just walk through an exploding car with no problem. Even though he's on fire. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult challenge here. What's going on here? Oh, he's got tentacles too, that's nice. I've been looking for an octopus to move on to my Animal Crossing island, so... Oh, huh. So the car explosion doesn't do anything, but apparently a rocket fired directly at him can make him fall to his knees.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos, and I'm saving you. Come on, let's get you someplace.
Here's a scruffily handsome military man coming to save the day. He's probably gonna be a creep of some kind, because this is a game from the 90s, unless they completely rewrote aspects of it. So far, you know, like I said, it's an impressive cinematic experience. I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, no, it's only 18 minutes. Let's wait a couple more minutes.
I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it.
I'm really excited to check out all these posters on the walls in the subway here. See exactly what's being advertised in Raccoon City in 1998.
Hey, what do you know about that?
Also, it's weird. I've been playing another remake of a late 90s game recently that also in the first half hour or so has a city that's burning from a massive explosion where you have to try to get to a train, where you get into a subway car full of survivors and people hiding out. Must have been
Kidding me?
something culturally in Japan in the late 90s, I guess maybe after that gas attack on the Tokyo subway system in the mid 90s. Maybe there's some sort of something in the atmosphere culturally about wanting to grapple with that real life tragedy through the medium of video games. Oh hey, Dino Bites. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Okay, a little Mega Man reference. That lobster looked very delicious to someone who's been cooped up in his house for 3.5 weeks. Skull Stalker, is that the guy? Oh, comic books, let's see here. Man, imagine the comic book industry today wasting money on advertisements in public like that when they can't even barely stay in business. Probably are not going to stay in business much longer unless their corporate overlords decide to keep funding them at a loss. Okay, we got a guy here that looks kind of like Shea Wiggum, but with a vaguely Russian accent.
She is an elite operative of RPD.
He's a little beefier than Shea Wiggum.
Her name.
That's sort of one of the good things about Shea Wiggum as a character actor, his versatility. He can sort of play the heavy, he can play sort of an imposing physical person, or he can play just a normal middle-aged American man, very normal, mundane life, and he's entirely believable in all of that.
Right.
There's a while when Shea Wiggum was just showing up in everything. You know, he was in Boardwalk Empire, he was in Agent Carter, he was in a couple movies around the same time. Oh, he was in The Wolf of Wall Street for like a scene, I think.
My platoon has suffered serious losses.
Yeah.
Just keep
Really, my main takeaway from Resident Evil 3 so far is that Shea Wiggum is a really underrated actor. He should be in more things. He's already in a ton of things. He should probably be in more of them because he's always a very welcome presence when he shows up, and he always makes a memorable impact on whatever film or show or other project he's a part of. Going all the way back to All the Real Girls, to be honest, when he played Tip, I think his name was.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want
Yeah, we know what you want, Flophead.
Thank you, Jill.
And you're welcome, Shay.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what it
Yeah,
is.
don't let that guy talk down to you. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I don't think you really need to see me walking through the subway train. I'm probably just going to stop and look at the ads again anyway. So, hey, thanks for watching this. Keep your eye peeled to Paste and our various social medias. We'll have more beautiful, wonderful, amazing content like this, the kind of stuff that everyone these days is desperate to see. Thanks again, and keep an eye out for Shea Wiggum and whatever he's doing next.